Surprise! I'm back um, with a new moon in Leo video. I was really touched by the comments you guys left, and my subscribers went up. I even know a couple of you guys in person, and I managed to talk to you about the channel, and your impressions really touched me. So since it seems like the kind of work I'm doing here is speaking to some of you, I just decided I would continue to do the videos. So well done, you're making this channel move forward, and you're generally helping me understand that whatever it is I am doing in these videos, whatever it is I am doing through tarot and through astrology, is somehow helping you guys. So hey. Personal party. um, I have a new pick a card reading for you guys. You will have 3 options today. We are having a really feisty, inspirational, end of the line new moon in Leo. Why am I saying end of the line? Well, we've had Mercury going retrograde for a month now, almost a month, 3 weeks. It was moving through one of the most emotional signs of the zodiac, Cancer, and then as it moved through its retrograde, it also ended up reaching Leo again, where it began its movement. Leo is one of the most heartwarming but also dramatic, diva-like sign of the zodiac. It is bombastic, it is into grand displays of affection and arguments, lots of them. Cancer is into nourishing, into being safe, into protection, into keeping things close to the chest where they can be soothed, touched, protected, nourished. These 2 signs have a big influence on the way we understand ourselves and our emotions. And the retrograde, the planet of the mind, Mercury, moving through these 2 highly passionate and emotional signs in the heat of the summer. So we are in deep summer right now, last month of this amazing summer, has made us think a lot about the past. Cancer rules the past as well in our emotions. It's made us think a lot about previous relationships where we had to close off our heart, or where we had to protect ourselves, where we had to create a shell. Cancer is the crab that has a shell around it. Maybe previous relationships where we weren't brave enough, or where we had to actually show courage, where we actually had to show determination. So it's made us reevaluate, by using our analytical capacity, all these moments in our lives when we had to create an armor, we had to speak our truth, we had to protect our heart. A lot of people are going through breakups or are healing from breakups. 2019 it began with a lot of trauma. It began with a lot of traumatic decisions being made. December and January, when we had the Sun conjunct Saturn and Pluto, was a moment of separation, of endings, of closure, of putting your foot down on a certain thing, of finding shocking news, of having to relocate, having to separate, having to discriminate and discern, having to pull back what is yours from other people. And we've been having a really interesting spring and a bit of a tumultuous beginning to the summer as well. And now this retrograde, these 3 weeks that we were having with Mercury flip-flopping back and forth between Cancer and Leo, are all about us reevaluating what the fuck were the last 6 months about. It's been really tough. Personally, I have cried a lot. And if you felt like crying as well, do so. It's beautiful because crying really cleanses you. There's nothing wrong about crying. It shouldn't be shamed. It shouldn't be gendered at all. There's no such thing that girls cry a lot. No, boys cry as well. As long as it's not hurting you, release those feelings. Release them. Because from today onwards, we are planting new seeds in terms of our heart. So, if this retrograde made you feel nostalgic, melancholic, sad, sleepy, tired, regretful, feel those feelings and then push them away. Or rather, push them away is not a great metaphor, but feel them in order to move on. Sometimes it's very hard to move on with your feelings. The best thing to do is to move through them. Feel them and then purge them and then move on to experience new things, to experience new relationships, new feelings. So we had as well, because the planet of the mind, Mercury, is in a strong collaboration at the moment, in a very beautiful dialogue with the moon. We had 2 days ago the beginning of the dark moon in Cancer. So again, Cancer and Leo, the dark moon in Cancer, and now we're having the new moon in Leo. And also we had a retrograde from planet Mercury that shifted from Leo to Cancer and then back to Leo. Okay, so there is a lot here about our conscious mind, Mercury, and our unconscious mind, the moon, our dreams, our fantasies, the ways in which we nurture ourselves, the ways in which we take in the world. The moon is all about taking in and expelling out, just like the tides of the oceans that are also controlled by the moon. We are taking in and pushing out, taking in and pushing out. We are taking in emotions and expressing them. And in this way, we create relationships. We create bonds between people and ourselves. And we mostly do that through our body. We do it consciously, but also unconsciously. So I hope this makes sense. The dark moon is usually considered the dark moon because it's that point of each month when the moon shrinks completely and it becomes invisible in the sky. So it's almost as if we have a couple of days when there is no light on the sky and we can't see it, even if there is a small sliver of the moon. That's because the moon is just gaining its power. It becomes new and then it starts growing again until it becomes full. So, a dark moon in Cancer can be really powerfully emotional. I've noticed so many arguments on the streets, dramatic breakups, people just being really tired, very sad, very, very sad, very bogged down, very nostalgic. But as I said, we are meant to feel these feelings so that we purge them, we cleanse them, and we move on. So that was my introduction to the new moon in Leo, where we are going to plant new seeds in terms of our heart. My pledge and my intention for this new moon is to drop my armor, to drop that very strong defense I've created within myself to protect my heart from loving. I think what's done, it's done. It's in the past. I don't need to feel that again. I don't need to experience the hurt. But what I want is to fall in love again at one point and to give my whole heart to somebody completely, wholeheartedly, bravely. So if you're with me on that, that's fantastic. Or you might be at another point in your journey, that's also wonderful. Feel free to share your personal journey with me in the comments below. I love, love, love reading your stories. They inspire me and they help me give you better videos as well with content that you genuinely enjoy and find helpful. So letting go of the armor, preparing bravely to open our heart, to open our heart chakra, to feel fully, passionately, bravely, just like the lion. Hear me roar, yeah? Just like the lion. Wow. We're all playfully waking up to this sun energy, to this light energy, to this power, inner power, warm inner power. And we have the next 6 months to see how the seeds and the intentions that we plant today and tomorrow as well are going to grow. Whatever you do in the next 3 to 4 days, you're going to have more of it in the next 6 months. So meet up with friends, have lavish meals with your parents, make love to your boyfriend or girlfriend, or tell that special someone that you love them, and watch the relationship grow. You can even propose. You can do amazing new things on the new moon. And if you work with the moon's energy, it will reward you. It's also like one last thing I will say before I get into the cards. It's been a fantastic journey for me as well, because I began this channel with my first video on a full moon in Leo on the 25th of January. And now it's, well, one of the videos that I wanted to end it with was the prior one, but because you guys really inspired me to continue, I decided to do another video today on the new moon in Leo. So I began this channel on a full moon in Leo, and now I'm reinventing it, recommitting to you and to this work that I'm doing here on a new moon in Leo. And as I said before, I'm going on a fantastic journey. This is actually the last video from this location. I will be moving out next week. But I will try to do my best to see if I can carry you along with me as the moon cycle continues from different parts of the world. Okay, so that's my intention and commitment to you guys. Let me know down in comments what you think about that. I will move on right now to the readings. So, rose quartz, number 1. Honey calcite, number 2. Citrine, number 3. Okay. Number 1. Let's see what cards you got. Knight of Swords. Uriel, Angel of the Flame. There's some strong masculine energy in your life at the moment. Fanuel, Angel of Truth. The Companion. Ooh, okay. Your dreams need a practical plan. The full moon in Taurus. The energy is gaining momentum. Waxing moon. This is very short and sweet. It's bang on clear what the message is about for you for this new moon in Leo. There is a very strong masculine presence in your life. You could be, if you're a man watching this, you could be this really strong, physically strong, because I see here like there's a lot of muscle, there's a lot of movement, dynamism. There's also truth. If you are a man, you could be letting somebody know that you love them, that you want to build a practical life with them, that you had dreams and fantasies about being together with someone, and now you want to put them into action. You are reaching out towards your companion. You want to have this union. You want to have this closeness with this person that you consider your boo, the light of your eyes. If you're not a man, you could be a woman that is about to receive a message from a very strong masculine person. As I said, they could be physically very masculine looking, like that traditional type of athletic, brawny masculinity, or it could just be somebody that carries this energy, so they might not look necessarily very masculine, but they could be very decisive and domineering. I don't know what more I can say about this. It is very, very spot on. This new moon in Leo is going to bring a fresh start with somebody who's going to speak their truth about the fact that they want you as a companion. The energy is gaining momentum. The Knight of Swords is here. Everything is just speeding up all of a sudden. You might have been in a period of waiting during this Mercury retrograde. This is really like, it's gonna be fast, it's gonna be quick, it's going to be the truth, and it's going to be about building practical plans together. It's going to be passionate as fuck. Okay? You might have a heated argument with this person that might end up in, you know, Taurus as well is really fertile energy, so be careful, okay? If you don't want a baby, use protection. Yeah, I don't know. It's just fucking beautiful. This is a clear spot on message. The person you are thinking about carries this immensely strong divine masculine or strong energy about them, and they are coming in to tell you that they want to build a life with you, and it's going to be passionate, it's going to be fertile, it's going to be quick, and you might feel overwhelmed and swept up your feet. So, my Rose Quartz group, fucking awesome. Amazing, amazing. I'm gonna move on to pile number 2. I wish you all the best. Pile number 2, if you chose the honey calcite, your commitment is being tested, first quarter moon. Show the world the real you, full moon in Aquarius. Wow. Simikio, angel of vengeance. Just have a look at his wings. Do you see that? The details on these cards. Awesome. The Hierophant, Major Arcana, Taurus influence. Dancer of Inspiration. And Hunter of Gifts. You are in a relationship or in a period in your life where you are being pushed by the universe to be more of yourself. I feel like you've been hiding this for a while. I feel like perhaps you had to bend over backwards to please certain people in your life. It built up a lot of resentment. You want to get back at certain people that are testing you. Yeah. You, as the moon here is just shown split in two, you might have been feeling like this for a while now. And I feel like you are fucking angry. And I can understand that. I would be too. But the new moon in Leo energy is pressing you to show who you really are. And we've got Aquarius, who is the opposite of Leo, the counterpart to Leo, the unique, flamboyant, incredibly intelligent, inventive, extravagant child of the zodiac. So you are being pushed to be unique, be innovative, show the world the freak that you can be. Don't be afraid of how other people might perceive you. They might actually start respecting you if you drop the game, drop the mask that to a certain extent social influence has forced you to create it, but now you have to drop it. And you might actually be rewarded with better experiences, more authentic experiences, friends that you can actually count on, romantic influences and requests that you can genuinely enjoy, that bring, lightheartedness and playfulness to your life, rather than things that test you and challenge you most of the time. I see the Hierophant here, who is an authority, as you stepping up and becoming an authority in your own life, as you become more of yourself, as you show the world who you really are. You are really recommitting to yourself. Leo is the sign of the self. They are nothing if not individualists. They are the stars, of their group, the divas. Be the diva in your own life. Don't be afraid. Don't be ashamed. Become this authority in your own life. Let yourself enjoy your life by living it however the fuck you want. There is a really lovely motto I live by, which is love and do whatever you please. As long as you do whatever you please with love for yourself and for others, you can't go wrong. If you're afraid of doing things however you want to please, and you're afraid of harming other people, don't be afraid. Take a loving approach, have peacefulness as your mentality, and you should be fine. Dancer of inspiration and hunter of gifts. You could find that becoming more of yourself is actually going to bless you with a lot of ideas for how you can change your life. You will see that the more you tap into this energy of yourself, and the more you move away from these dark thoughts, this anger that's been building up inside of you, the more you step into your power, the more I see you becoming inspired and happy. It's a dancer, not an ancestor, not a shaman. It's a dancer. So it's all about the body. It's all about creating an energy that is swirling, and it's full of creativity. It's full of inspiration and life. So yeah, get out there and be inspired. Okay? And I see lots and lots of abundance, lots of gifts, a lot of new ideas, a lot of perhaps even more dates and, romantic invitations, pleasures coming into your life. Ooh, treat yourself. Yeah, so what began on a really low note ends on a very high one. Use this new moon in Leo energy to manifest yourself. It's as simple as that. So make the intention that you are going to be more of yourself from now on. Let me know how that works out for you, because I see amazing things happening. Bye, my honey calcite group. See you next time. I'm moving now to pile number 3. Whoever chose the citrine. So, citrine people, what's up? You got have faith in your dreams, waxing crescent. Your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. Gevura, judgment. Gevura is not exactly an angel, it's an emanation from the tree of life, and it's supposed to be the left hand of the tree of life in the Kabbalah. Temperance. Spirit of wisdom. And Shaman of sorrows. I'm just gonna say it, fuck, you are winning. You're winning, and you're winning after so much effort. I feel it in my chest how hard it has been. And how wise and how balanced and how poised you are at the moment. You are genuinely becoming a master at whatever it is you're doing. Whether it is at dealing with very difficult family members and relatives, whether it is at work with work projects, you might be promoted very soon. This could be something that happens. I see it here. Your hard work is paying off. Literally, in a payment. But oh boy, has it been sad, hasn't been difficult. Judgment, sorrow. Judgment, judging other people, judging ourselves, happens when there is the inability or the incapacity to love ourselves and to love others. When we don't receive love from others, most of the time we just receive their criticisms, we receive their judgmental opinions of who they think that we are. And then we internalize that, then we start hating ourselves, and we start judging ourselves, being really harsh with ourselves, and then we push this out into the world again, and it is a cycle that repeats itself ad infinitum. And it has to stop. And it stops with you, with the decision to not internalize other people's bullshit anymore, and just say, whatever hate you're giving to me, that is your own problem, but I am not going to internalize your insults or your disrespect or your desire to wound me because you are wounded yourself. I'm going to love myself so much that your words can't harm me. Your actions can't harm me. I am strong and peaceful inside of myself enough not to be pulled into a chaos, into a whirlwind of sorrow. If you want to do that, fine. That's your own journey. That's your own trauma that you have to deal with. But as you are on your journey to find how to love yourself better, I'm already doing that. And I can see you've been doing this. Okay, you've been having faith in your dreams, you've been putting in the work, you've been cleansing. Perhaps you might have been pulling cards, tarot cards, oracle cards, maybe you're a reader. You could be one just for yourself, or you might be doing it for other people to help them heal. But you've been through a lot of rejection, a lot of difficulties, a lot of challenges. But you have an angel on your side. You are balanced now. Your cup is being filled as well. It's not that you are just spilling out water for other people. Something replenishes you at the moment. Something nourishes you. This new moon in Leo is a spiritual reset for you. It's an entry into another level of wisdom, attainment, happiness, learning, knowledge. It's like you leveled up, you know? You defeated the monster. You get to take home the princess or the prince. Yeah. I don't know, it's like, do you see the sun is rising, flowers are blooming? This crazy motion has stopped. You're cleansed. You're purified. I want to pull one more card for you from the Rider-Waite Tarot because I'm really curious to see what comes up next. Okay, it's like you're a special group. I'm only doing this for you guys. A lot of things falling out. Yeah, okay. You got the Six of Swords in reverse. Six of Swords is a card that describes a necessary rite of passage. Nobody wants to take this trip. The woman in the boat, the man that is rocking the boat away. Nobody wants to take the journey, but they must, because they are moving away from disturbed waters into calmer waters in the background. Upside down, this card is about the end of a necessary rite of passage. You passed. You graduated. Congratulations. This is just confirming the message that I said earlier. You made it, sweetheart. You're gonna be fine. The intention for this new moon in Leo, if you would like me to suggest one for you, would be, I am healed, I am complete, and I'm just going to enjoy life. What's in the past is in the past. Don't let things get to you anymore. If you can't find love from the people in your surroundings, just remember, you are love. You came into this world as a bundle of love and matter, but love. We're talking here about the spiritual aspect primarily. So just remind that. Remind yourself of that, okay? As cheesy as it may sound, be as cheesy as you want to be. It's Leo energy. Come on. Showtime, okay? Well, that was my message for you, my citrine group. Quite different, oddly shaped, balanced messages. I have this deep sense of peacefulness inside of me right now. It's been a while since I felt like that, delivering a message to you guys. I think it's also because I'm closing off a lot of things in my life, and I plan to begin anew most of the areas in my life. It's like basically getting into a new life, and if in the past I was afraid of doing things, or I was entering them with a sense of fear and apprehension, I'm really inspired by this new moon energy, and maybe you are as well, to just get into life in a very passionate, fun, excited way. I just wanted to check for you guys the card that inspires this new moon in Leo energy. There you go. The sun. This is the kind of energy we can tap into with this new moon in Leo. Bright, beautiful, victorious, brave, naked, fun, playful, just open-hearted, open-chested, passionate, brave, 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 brave. Say the things you want to say. Do the things you want to do. Get that person, get that job, get that place. Get that, I don't know, car, whatever it is you're working for. Tell people you love them. Go and explore new places. Be awesome. This is your cue. Ready, set, go.